Good morning. It is January the 7th, 2019. Just Jamie, the YouTube video channel, is now entering season 2 and a Christ follower. I am both Jewish and Christian, and so I do not assign myself to either of those boxes. I don't conform to the boxes that those labels put onto you to live up to a certain structure. There are things I don't know. I am not perfect. I don't maintain to be perfect. I am vulnerable, and I do need to be loved, and I need to love and learn and experience. I am a middle-aged white South African male. There is a war being fought in South Africa, especially this year. And that war is for the hearts and minds and the votes of the South African public. But there is another war being fought, and that is the war that's been going on for thousands and thousands of years. And that's in the spiritual realm. The war is for the souls of mankind. I also don't believe in voting for a political party. And especially in the South African context, there's only one party that declares Christ as king. And they are really a very small party, and there's too much division in the Christian church. When God created the heavens and the earth, He set Himself up as the ruler. And then the Israelites decided that they wanted a king, and that hurt God. God can be hurt, and He can be hurt by us, His creation. But the scriptures say in Chronicles, if my people who are called by my name humble themselves and pray, I will heal their land. Paraphrased. The bottom line is, we as spiritual believers in Jesus Christ is to be praying. With thanksgiving and petition, make your request known to the Lord, and the peace that transcends human understanding will guard your heart and your mind. And so that is where we go when we become kingdom-minded. And the way that you come to know this is by putting on the full armor of God. The knowledge of your salvation, the shield of faith, the sword, which is the word of God. All these things are helping you to keep your heart and your mind safe in this world. As I say, we in South Africa are in for a very bumpy ride this year. There are the right, the far right, the extreme right, and they are all wanting the land back, communist plots, socialist plots, power play, and they basically all agree on one thing, whether they say it out publicly or not, is they want the whites gone. And there are two sides to this. Well, the whites in South Africa are the minority. There's no doubt about that. But the historical fact is that the whites arrived here in 1652. At that stage, there were no Bantu tribes in the South African region. They were still Central Africa and slowly moving their way down. And the first time the whites and the Bantu tribes, the Nguni tribes, met was actually in Natal and the Eastern Cape. And so when the blacks say the land is theirs, it's not. When the whites say it's theirs, it could be. And the reason why I say that is that the ownership of land is something that was developed by the Roman Dutch law. The original people of the Cape were the Khoi and the San, and they were nomadic. They wandered to and from the Western Cape in response to the winter, which is bitterly cold, and the fresh waters that come off the mountain to feed their sheep and their cattle in the summertime. And so all the land belonged to them, and yet they don't believe in ownership of land either. The Khoisan will tell you that they belong to the land. The land does not belong to them. And so ownership was something that was developed by the white settlers when they arrived here. We can direct the path of the nation by prayer and petition, by declaration and taking authority, not by waving flags and protesting. That is not how we were taught to do things. So welcome to 2019. It's going to be a good year. I am looking forward to it. There's much to learn. There's much to do. There's much to be done. If you would like to come on this journey of learning, of encouragement, of entertainment and fun, then please subscribe and hit that bell so that you are notified when new videos are put up. God bless you and keep you. May He make His face shine upon you and give you grace and peace. Amen.